Thanks for being here with me. This is my channel, Angel Motivation Tarot. Uh, Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, protect me as I read this energy for the collective. All right, so already off the bat, I'm hearing this person wanting to send you a cease and desist order because they feel like you're talking about them. So you're telling your side of the story. You have some type of platform that's being given to you, or some kind of moment that's being given to you where you can finally tell your side of the story, okay? And you're not saying names, or maybe you are, but I'm getting that you're not. And this person feels like you're talking about them. They feel like you're calling them out, you're exposing them, and they want to send you a cease and desist order, but they can't do that if you're not saying their name. And if you're not saying their name, what's the problem, right? Because a hit dog holler. This person feels like you're exposing them and they want you to stop. Like, they want to control the narrative, and they feel like, yeah, you were quiet for a long time. You were not telling your side of the story. You let people believe what they wanted to believe. That's what happened. So something went down where there was a fallout between you and this person, and this person went and spread lies and rumors about you, unbeknownst to you, but you never went. Okay, so this person was spreading lies and rumors about you unbeknownst to you, but they've been doing that long before the fallout. They have been painting you in a bad light, almost to prepare, like as if to prepare for this fallout. Maybe this person was always planning on betraying you, right? And this betrayal led to a fallout. So this person, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for the like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so this person was telling lies and rumors about you way before the fallout because they were planning on betraying you. You never went to go tell your side of the story. You never went to, like people in your circle, their mother, their father, their friends, their family, the friends that you both share. You never told them about why you fell out. You never went and you just went quiet, almost went ghost, actually. You went ghost. You didn't share your side of the story. So this person has been controlling the narrative the whole time, and they've been lying and painting you out to be the bad guy. But they have been, what's the word? Projecting. They've been projecting onto you. So because they did you wrong, they're the ones that betrayed you. They had a head start and pretended that they were the victim and you were the bad guy. Everything that they did to you, they said you did it to them. Every characteristic trait they had in this dynamic with you, they said they were your characteristic traits. And they pretended to be you. This was a wolf in sheep's clothing. This was a wolf in sheep's clothing. This person pretended to be you in this situation because they knew that this betrayal, okay, this person was trying to cross their T's and dot their I's. When they were planning on betraying you, they expected you to run and tell your side of the story. Run and try to get people on your side. Run and try to get people to protect you. So that's why they did what they did when they slandered your name and dragged your reputation and whatnot. You cut this person off. Sorry, guys. It's a lot. Yeah, okay. You cut this person off. So they expected you. They tried to cross their T's and dot their I's. They expected you to run and tell your side of the story. That's what they had planned when they betrayed you, because they were laughing at the betrayal. They thought it was so funny that they were planning on betraying you. And they only imagined like the look on your face when you realize how betrayed you are. They were excited. They felt like you were gonna run off and try to tell your side of the story, get everybody on your side, get people to feel bad for you. But because they had a head start and made themselves the victim in the situation, projecting, they expected you to run off and da da da, blah blah blah. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. You never told your side of the story. You cut people off and you went ghost. You went ghost. You were already, I feel like, disconnected from this person. You knew something was up. And you're just a quiet kind of person anyway. You don't really like confrontation. So, and you don't care about these people. These people that they thought you were going to run and tell your side of the story. So you don't care about these people. Like, you don't care about anybody. It's not that you don't care about anybody. You don't care about anyone's opinion of you. So you don't care about anyone's opinion of you. You're just going on with the flow of your life, And you're cutting people off. But now you're telling your side of the story. Now you're telling your side of the story. And this person feels like, but you're not saying names. And this person feels like you're talking about them. And they want to send you a cease and desist order. But they can't. They want to get you to stop telling your side of the story because they have been pretending to be you in the situation this whole time. So they want you to stop telling your side of the story because when you tell your side of the story, of course, you expose them. And they don't want to be exposed. And I heard that is good. Good. Expose them. Do. Tell your side of the story. People have been waiting to hear from you. When you went ghost, nobody knew where you went. Nobody heard from you. So people have been waiting to hear your side of the story this whole time. Yeah. And now it's what is it? Reaping season. It's time to reap what you sow. This person wants to control the narrative. That's why they don't want you to tell your side of the story. Right. This person doesn't want you to tell your side of the story. They want to control the narrative. And that's why they feel like, they want to take legal action against you and send a cease and desist. Because you're telling your side of the story. Please. And it's interesting. You know what? You're not using names. I think you're telling your side of the story even without words. It's interesting. You're telling your side of the story with your actions. Okay? Because this person painted you out to be like them. Okay? Like they were projecting onto you. When they had their head start and they were telling everybody, oh, you're this bad guy and you did this to them and you did that. But that was really them that did these things, not you, right? So they also said you were lazy, that you had no ambition, you had no drive, you had no direction, you didn't know where you were going in your life, like you were just stuck, you're just useless, right? So, but that's not the case, because when you cut this person off, you started working on yourself. And when you started working on yourself, it's like people are seeing you now on a platform. You're telling your side of oh my gosh, I'm tongue-tied. You're telling your side of the story on a platform. I don't know what kind of platform this is. If it's TikTok, Facebook, social media, or in a courtroom. Maybe you're sitting in a courtroom on a stand telling your side of the story, or I don't know, in a newspaper. I'm hearing newspaper, maybe radio. Maybe you're going old school with advertising. Okay, but anyway, people are starting to see the progress in your life. So how can you be making so much progress, but this person said you were lazy, this person said you had no ambition, this person said you had no diet, and I heard shut up. Like they don't want you to tell your side of the story. They want you to shut up. That's crazy. Like this person does not want you to tell your side of the story. Yeah, see that? See? Because they don't want anybody to know what's going on. They want everybody to be looking like left and right. Like they don't know their left and their right. You see these crows? They're just harassing this lady. She can't see a thing. She doesn't know where she is or what direction she's going. And these crows, they got strings in their hands, so they're like pulling the strings. This person wants to control the narrative, and they don't want you to have success. They don't want you to be prosperous because people are going to see you. They don't want people to see you. If people see you, then people will see that this person was lying about you. That when they said you were lazy, da da da. How can you be lazy but you're making so much progress and success in your life? And you can't hide success. Maybe you tried to stay hidden, but you can't hide success. Right? And so this person wants to send you a cease and desist order for living your life. Wow, that's crazy. This person is nuts. And Ace of Swords, that's true. This person is nuts. Yeah, because you receive some type of enlightenment. Yeah. And this person is left out in the cold. They don't have stability. They don't at all. And I mean, they're not emotionally stable. They don't take care of their health. They're poor decision makers. And they try to say that about you. These things, they know that about themselves. They tried to say that about you. They said you were the poor decision maker, this person. This person took actions against you to sabotage your success. They wanted to sabotage you. It was something about your forward movement. They felt like if you were to move forward, you would expose them by moving forward. Because, I don't know, maybe this person is just insecure. That's it. There's really nothing else to it. I don't want to dive deep into this person's mind and how their mind works. I don't care, honestly. This person. But if you do care, let me know in the comments. If you do care, you want to know why this person's mind works the way that it does, and why they did what they did to you. But I'm just going to keep it brief. Jealous, basically. That's the word I got. Yeah, they're jealous. They're just jealous. They're jealous that you can be yourself and they can't be them. What? No. They're jealous that you are who you are and they are who they are. Okay. They don't want to be them. They don't like them. They don't like themselves. They like you, though. They like you. They like everything about you. But then they hate you because they like everything about you. They wish they were like you, but they can't be like you. So, strange. So this person was trying to sabotage your forward movement because they felt like if you were to, I think this person might be a colleague, or somehow you guys started on the same level and now you surpassed them. I don't know if you went to school together, or if you're childhood friends, or if this is your sibling, or your partner, but they felt like you were surpassing them because of your drive and your ambition and your forward movement. You're just looking forward, just to the beat of your own drum, living your life. You have, traveling or um, journey. You're on your journey. You have a journey. right? And this person wanted to keep you from your journey. They wanted to sabotage that for you because they felt lost. They felt like they don't have their own journey. And you living your journey exposes them that they have no journey. People would look at you and say, oh, wow, look what Collective is doing. Collective is doing so much with their life. They're making so much changes and progress. Wow. And then look at this person, because maybe this person is always with you. And they'll look at this person and say, well, what are you doing? Well, what progress have you made? And this person will say nothing because they have no motivation, no ambition, no drive, no dreams. Yeah, see that? Look at that. Bored. Four of Cups. They don't have any ambition for this life. No motivation to live. None. They don't even know, like, what they have to offer in this life. But they feel like when they look at you, you know what you have to offer. Because you just march to the beat of your own drum. This person is an NCP. NPC. Hello. Yeah, look at that. You're happy. You march to the beat of your own drum. You know what you want. This person is bored and you're happy. It's like terrible. Can you imagine such a pair? How did they get together? Right? If it's like siblings or classmates or lovers or colleagues, somehow they ended up in the same room, in the same dynamic. This person looks over and they're like, they're so bored with their life. And then they look over, they see you, and you're just like, oh my God, it's a sunny day. It's 80 degrees outside. It's a nice day. And I'm going to put on my sandals and my best fit. I'm going to go live life. I'm going to get an ice cream. I'm going to run or something. You just enjoy life. And this person's just like, oh, it's another day. Like, it's another day. Just negative. Just negative. Like, they don't see that divine is offering them this cup, and look what's in the cup. It's a rainbow, and they have 3 other cups and they're bored. They don't appreciate life. They don't appreciate life. And here you are, you're just enjoying the sunshine, something we all have, something we all share in common. It's interesting why this person hates you and attacks you and betrayed you. It's because you exposed to them who they are, and they don't like who they are. They don't like who they are. So, but they what's the word? They lash out at you. Because they don't like who they are. But at the same time, right, this person wants to cling on to your energy because that's the closest that they will ever get to being happy. Is attaching themselves. Look at that. This person is stressed out. Look at that. This person is stressed out. This person is dealing with anxiety, depression, whatever diagnosis. They're stressed out. I did not expect for this reading to turn this way at all. At all. Because it started with the cease and desist. This person is really like dark. This person has dark days. They don't see the sunlight like you do. That is so interesting. I've been thinking lately, like, how do people really see the day when they wake up? For me, this past week, it has been sunny because, it's summertime now. But I was talking to someone at the market, and they said that it's been gray these past couple days. And I'm looking at them like, are we in the same city? because it's been sunny these past couple days. And then I questioned if this person is battling depression. And I wonder, does depression make days seem cloudy? You know? This person is really like all the time, they would rather be in bed. They would rather just soak. This person is very depressed. And somehow, some way, you guys ended up in the same room together, situation. I don't know. And they look at you and you're just the opposite, complete opposite. You're just enjoying your life, just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. And then you started making forward movement. And this person didn't like that about you because it was almost exposing them. And they wanted to keep you stuck because they felt like, okay, you're being close to you is the closest to being happy they will ever be. They felt like keeping you stuck would keep them happy. Oh my gosh, but was that the complete opposite? Keeping you stuck was a bad idea, or trying to keep you stuck by sabotaging you was a terrible idea because it only pushed you away. It only forced you to cut this person off. Exactly. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. Look at that. Now this person is really having dark days. Huh? It's deserted. There's no life. The trees are dead. There's no sun. Look at that. They were having, like, at least when they were close to you, they could see the sun. Now you're gone. And everything is dead. There's no life. This person is fighting depression. I don't even like this energy. Almost high. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please cleanse me of this energy. I'm gonna take a shower after this. I don't like it. This is really bad, like, negative thinking. Exactly. This person's in their head. And here you are in the background just enjoying your life. It's not funny. Depression is not funny. But what I think the reason why I'm laughing is because this person went through such lengths to betray you, and then you're still happy and living your life. Like, you don't stay angry long. You don't. You might get hurt. You might cry, but eventually you're going to move on and live your life. And this person is like, what? You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Yeah. Because they are stuck. They are stuck on what they did to you. They replay the memories over and over again. But this person, I don't feel bad at the same time. I do, but I don't. Because this person, they knew what they were doing when they betrayed you. They planned. That's why they went and told their side of the story. That's why they went and had a head start. And they ran and told your social circle, everybody in the mutual social circle that you both share. His mom, his dad, your dad. Or, maybe this is a relationship dynamic. Your friends, colleagues, your boss, they were doing things in the darkness. They were saying things about you that wasn't true. They were planning on turning people against you. They wanted everybody to look at you in a light so that when you do show up, people are already against you. And for them. Oh, I understand. Because this person was in such close proximity to you. That's why people believed what this person said about you. A lot of people, they never went directly to the source to ask questions, to say, hey, is this true? So-and-so said this and that and the third. Is this true? Nobody ever confronted you and asked you. They just went with the story whatever this person was sharing or saying about you, they just went with it because this person was in such close proximity to you. They were always with you. Whenever they saw you, whenever people saw you, they saw this person. If they ever saw this person, they knew that you were, not too far away. You were always close by. So this person was able to spread a narrative about you because of how close they were to you in proximity. So they know what they were doing. Yeah. When they planned on sabotaging you somehow, sabotaging your forward movement, they knew what they were doing. So I don't feel bad. Not really. Yeah, and now you're blocking this person. Well. But this person wants to hold on to you and you're holding back. Whoa. I was not expecting that. But anyway, you're moving forward and you're getting your due success. So you are succeeding. Whatever it is that you're doing. So if this is a love situationship, because I am getting that it is. This person doesn't like that you're telling your side of the story and wants to shut you up. But at the same time, they do feel possessive over you. It's not nice. But this person betrayed you. They wanted you to be like in lack. They wanted you to have nobody on your side, no resources. Yeah, they wanted you to be like penny pinching. They wanted you to be confused, overindulging. Wow. Some kind of love that is. That's not nice. Because this person was having an affair. Oh, maybe this person was having an affair and so they knew they were wrong. They knew they were wrong. So they had to tell people a lie to justify why they were doing what they were doing. Yep, that's what that is. For those of you that this resonates for, if this is like a love situation, this person was having an affair and they knew they were wrong, so they had to create a lie where they projected onto you and, to justify why they were doing what they were doing. But this person also planned to have you like in lack, struggling. They wanted to see you without. They wanted to ruin your forward movement and leave you for dead. Okay? And leave you for the other person too. They wanted to destroy you before they left you, this person. Wow. But the reason why they were doing, oh my gosh, yes, okay. The reason why they were doing this is because they felt like you had this sudden wealth that was coming to you, this success that they could not attach themselves to. They could not take credit for. Okay? Okay, because you're making all this forward movement and people are going to look at you like, oh, You're doing so well with your life. Look how much you've grown. Look at the progress you've made. And then they'll look at this person and say this person's not making any movement in their life. And, you know, what are you doing? Why are you so unmotivated about life? So they couldn't attach themselves to your success. That's why they did what they did with trying to hurt you or getting into an affair with another person and then trying to leave you for dead. I hope this is making sense. This is a lot of messages. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so this person now, they're so angry that you're telling your side of the story with your success. Your success is their downfall. Your success is like it's their misery. Because now everybody gets to see that they were the ones causing the problem. They were the ones lying or whatever. They're the bad guy, not you. There you go. They are the bad guy, not you. And if this is not love, this is family, yeah, or friend. But I just know this person has close proximity to you. So your success is, and you cutting them off, you no longer talking to them anymore. They don't have access to you anymore, so they can't stand in your light anymore, right? They can't stand next to you, they can't stand in your light, they can't pretend anymore, they can't pretend to be you anymore. If they could stand next to you, then they could say, oh, that, like, they could try to take credit for your success. They could say that you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me. But because they're not next to you and everybody can see the difference, because the differences are, what's the word? I don't know the word. Drastic. And this person is mad because you're telling your side of the story. They don't like it. You're not even saying their name. You're not even giving them the time of day, but you're telling your side of the story somehow. And they don't like it. They want to, they're really, look at this cat. That's a cat. That cat is angry. It looks possessed. I would not want that cat to jump on me, okay? That's the last thing I would want to see in a dark alley. This cat. Okay? And then anger. They have anger in attempt to mask insecurity. Exactly. Exactly. That insecurity that I was talking about earlier. How this person doesn't even know what they want to be in life. They have no purpose. Okay, no drive. They're bored with life, right? Remember I said that this person is bored in life. They're fighting depression. They look over at you and you're just so optimistic and so happy and haha jolly, and they hate that about you. And in here, you know, you're telling your side of the story and you're being successful, and people are starting to see that this person was lying and creating a narrative that wasn't true, and they can't control the narrative anymore. That's why this person wants to send you a cease and desist. And now they're angry, but really they're insecure. Because they don't want to be seen. They don't want people to see. You know, they've been putting up a facade for a long time. And standing next to you, standing in your light, pretending to be you, they were able to put up this facade for a while. But when they did what they did, when they betrayed you, they pushed you away so they could no longer have access to you anymore. And it's exposing them. Everything is being exposed. Exactly. It says, wait, gaze, judge, reflect, then act boldly. Then act boldly. Wait, gaze, judge, reflect, then act boldly. Because this person didn't think when they did what they did to you. They didn't think of the consequences, you know? They were just thinking about how they could sabotage you. How they could stop your forward movement. They didn't think about how that would hurt them. Anyway, they had to expose themselves because someone like that can't be around you for a long time. Somebody like that does not deserve to enjoy your blessings. Okay, somebody like that would literally be a blessing blocker. They would get in the way of your blessings. You don't want someone like that around you. And it was a blessing that this person has been exposed. Like, that's a tower. It's a blessing this person betrayed you. It's a blessing they exposed themselves because now you got this sudden wealth or this success and they're not going to be a part of it. Yup. Oh my God, this person is angry. Oh, if you could see how mad they're boiling. Boiling. Because this person, they took it very far to betray you, to sabotage you, to make sure they could leave you for dead. They thought for sure you would stay down. They did not expect you to get back up. I mean, but the sun always rises. The sun always rises again. Of course you're going to get back up. Hello? Nobody's going to stay down forever. Who's going to live their whole entire life staying down? I don't get it. Yeah, now this person is like, stop talking. They don't like that. Multiple masks. Look at that. This person's wearing multiple masks. Yeah, because they're pretending. They don't even know who they are. They walk around with no identity. This person is an NPC. They have no identity. Yeah, and they keep it a secret. They think that they only think that people don't see that, but people see. When you think people don't see, people see. I'm sorry. Because people, like, what you look like to yourself in the mirror is not what everybody sees on the when they actually look at you. So if you think that, you're wearing a mask and you could just go outside and people are just going to see that you're wearing a mask and not see you, people see something different from what you see in the mirror. Just so you know. I don't know if that made sense. I don't know. And so you cut this person off. Now this person hates that you don't even care. You never, okay, right. You never told your side of the story earlier. I mentioned that. You never told your side of the story earlier. You didn't, when this person betrayed you, you did not run and cry and say, oh, woe was me, this person did this to me, and oh my God, can I just tell you my story about how this person hurt me so bad? No, you didn't do that. You took it on the chin and you moved forward. You recalibrated whatever it is you had to do. You rerouted. You took a detour. It might have had some delays, but you kept it pushing. You started over and I feel like you got it from the mud. You got it from the mud. So now you're living your life and you're successful. And yeah, now this person is mad about that because you're telling your side of the story without even saying their name, and they want to send you a cease and desist order. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Ooh, yeah. This person's confused because they thought they were going to have you, like, struggling. They thought that they had bonds, like, they thought they had you binded. They thought that they had you stuck in a cycle. That you were going to go back and forth with them. That you were going to fall into their trap. They had this trap that you were going to go and oh my goodness, I can't get the words, but I know what I'm trying to say. So they felt like you were going to run and tell the people in your inner circle what this person did to you to hurt you and blah, blah, blah. But you never went to go tell your side of the story and how this person hurt you. You didn't go cry or anything like that. They thought you were going to do that. They had this whole trap where these people were going to turn against you and point fingers at you, and you were going to feel isolated, you were going to feel alone, and that they were going to control that energy and even eat off of that energy. But yeah, They didn't get to see that. They didn't get to see that. It didn't happen. And now this person has evil eye for you. Yeah, look at that. So I'm going to close it off here. And I just want to end it with a prayer. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for protecting this energy, the collective, from the evil acts of the enemy, whoever that is, whoever betrayed the collective and tried to leave them for dead. Thank you for protecting the collective, and thank you for keeping your foot on the enemy's neck. Amen. If you like this reading, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.